G'day folks, Stu Mac here from Melbourne. I did a thrusting video on getting people back into training. We also need to work on our cuts. There's lots of different weapons out there that do cuts. There's lots of different ways of doing cuts. What I'm interested in here is conditioning most of the muscles that are involved in a cutting action. And you can do that with a simple light blade like this one. You can do it with a dowel. You can do it with anything that's light. You don't want to go heavy for this. So the goal is to adopt a simple fighting stance. We just stay in that position, come up into a relaxed upright position, try and get the shoulders horizontal and adopt an outside guard. Then we take up halfway between a relaxed lower guard and somewhere up in a higher hanging guard, which you might have somewhere up here depending on which system you use and what you're used to. We've got our lower guard, we've got our upper guard. You want to come somewhere between those two, though not all the way to horizontal, okay? So that's my horizontal there. This is my relaxed guard here. I want to come up to somewhere halfway between those 2 points. That's our beginning position. Then from here, I'll show you from a couple of different angles. You simply relax your grip, let the blade fall, and then roll over into a cut. Relax the grip, let the blade fall, roll over into a cut. The goal here is to relax your shoulders while keeping them tall and upright. Bang. Relax, roll, cut. That's the speed you want to do this drill at as we return to activity. So we go from our low guard to our partial guard. We drop the blade, relax, and cut. And it's okay to bend the elbow a little because the goal here is not to practice a cut or a particular exercise. The goal is to condition the body because it's probably been isolated and ill-conditioned as a result, deconditioned. We just do 6 of those on one side, then you swap to the other side where it's all exactly the same. We start in a low guard, we come up to a partial guard. We're not all the way up here in a hanging, nor are we here in a horizontal thrust, and we're not here. We're somewhere between those two. There we go, and 3. Good if I could count. Once we're in position, shoulders are packed back and down, but relaxed. And then we do the same thing. We drop the blade, relax, and then roll. Try and watch where you're going, because the goal here is not just to condition, but to condition with accuracy. Bang, and roll. Ooh, I'll let the shoulder ride a little, so I need to adjust that. Just like this. Again, from this view, we drop the blade, roll, and cut. Drop the blade, roll, and cut. We just do 6 of those on each side. Then you want to swap it over. So we need to learn to control the other way. So this time you drop the blade and you cut up, rotate, drop the blade, cut up, rotate, drop the blade and cut up. It's an undercut, rotate, drop the blade, cut up, rotate. If you've been sitting and doing lots of Netflix watching over isolation time and lots of computer video calling, you'll find that this position here, dropping the blade and then extending out, can be very stretchy all the way down through to your thumb. So go gentle and only do about 6 of those, and then you do the same on the other side. So from here, you drop the blade back, extend and cut up. Rotate, drop the blade back, extend, cut, rotate, drop the blade back, cut, rotate, drop the blade back, cut, rotate. Now it's important to note at this point that the grip you use will determine what happens through here and all the way up here. The nerves that run from the neck all the way down to here can be taken into places of greater tension depending on the rotation of your forearm and the deviation of your wrist. That includes the positioning of your thumb. Okay, now that's a neural thing. It's also a tendinous thing to do with the tendons that control the thumb here, some of the most important ones for the work that we do with the blade. So when I was doing the drill, I was holding with a grip with the thumb on top. That will be a very different experience to holding it with a closed grip like so. Okay, so the difference between having a thumb on top and having a closed grip, that will change how this works through the wrist. So my suggestion is, like with the thrusting exercises, that you do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, then you do the undercut 6 and 6. You do that on one day. Then on the second day, back to back with that, the very next day, you do it with a different grip. So on one day you do it with the thumb over the top, on the next day you do it with a closed grip. Okay? You alternate grips back to back. One day you might do Monday, Tuesday, then you'll have a break. With this exercise, you have a break for 2 days. Then you come on. So you go Monday, Tuesday, cut, Wednesday, Thursday, break, Friday, Saturday, cut. Sunday, Monday, break. It will be different to the thrusting drill. That's because of the muscles that are working there and the time that's required for them to have recovery. Don't do any more than that. Do this drill for a minimum of 3 weeks before you start increasing the intensity. This is me signing off.